Hey guys, what's up? It's Justin here from Fit Pro Lifestyle, and today I want to talk about retention, and more specifically one of the biggest myths I see when it comes to retention and what fitness pros are looking for when really they're looking in the wrong direction. So I get asked quite a lot, and I see quite a lot on Facebook groups and fitness professionals, wherever they're asking questions, they always ask, how can I get more clients to stay? What retention strategies do you have? And there's quite a lot of stuff out there, guys. You can find there's, tips like, taking your clients out once a month, sending them regular text messages, doing feedback calls, giving a good service, all these kind of things. And while those things are good and have a place, the real thing is, guys, that those things aren't really the main part of retention. In fact, 99% of trainers are looking in the wrong place when it comes to retaining your clients. Because at the moment, you're probably seeing your client's lifetime with you, as in, you meet the prospect for the first time, they do a trial or consultation with you, they sign up or don't sign up. And if they do sign up, then they stay with you for a few months, you start working with them, and then it comes to that point after a few months where they'll either stay or they'll drop off the radar. And this is the time period you're focused on. And this question comes from that mind frame of, in this first few months, what do I do to make sure those clients carry on working with me? Or even sometimes after the first month, how do I get them to come back for the next month or whatever else it may be? The thing is, guys, if you're looking on that side of it, you're totally looking in the wrong place. Because all the retention strategies I can give you and any other business coach can give you that deals on that side of it, when the client's already with you, they've missed the point completely. Here's why that is. Because 99% of retention is done on the other side. 99% of your retention, and you're keeping good numbers in your boot camps or training studio, that work is done before the client signs up. So what do I mean by that? Okay, well, here's how it works. A lot of the clients that drop off your radar, some will leave, for real reasons, like they move to a different location or something like that, or maybe they become pregnant or injured or something. That there's not much we can do about that. But most of your clients, though, they're gonna give you some bullshit reason about money, which it very rarely is. It's probably going to be, down to the fact that they're maybe, looking at these lifestyle changes that you're providing them and thinking that they want to go back to their old way of living, and they're not that committed to making this change. And the thing is, guys, if you only let the right clients come through your door in the first place, you don't have to deal with that stuff later on. Because if they drop off, they lose motivation, they drop off. If they lose, if they realize that they're sick of eating healthy and training, and they want to go back to their old life of drinking every weekend and eating crap and all the rest of it, they're going to drop off the radar, and they'll give you some stupid excuse, but that's what they're going to do. They're very, very rarely going to leave you and go and join up with another trainer down the road. They're probably going to leave you because they want to give up this healthy lifestyle. It's too hard for them. It's too much for them. And whereas, that's down to you making your experience of your boot camp a little better, which is where the social things and that kind of thing comes into place. The biggest bit of that, guys, is letting only the right people come in by pre-qualifying your prospects first. Okay, and we found, since pre-qualifying the customers, since our prospects now have to apply to join up to any of our programs, you can usually tell who really wants to be there and who doesn't really want to be there from the start. So the guys who don't apply, you know, they're not that motivated. They're just looking for something to do. They're looking for a replacement for their Zumba class. They're looking for the cheapest deal, you know, whatever. If your clients, if you're doing any pre-qualification and really testing those prospects and asking them and getting them to dig deep and say, why is this important to you? Why, you know, and get out of the mind frame of trying to convince them why, you know, I mean, here's how it is. Most trainers have this idea that the consultation or whatever, it's about the prospect testing you about why they should give you their money. You've got to switch it around. You've got to go into that scenario with a frame that, no, I'm going to test the prospect and I'm going to ask them why I should give them my time. Because they need your time and your coaching a lot more than you need their 100 or 200 quid. Let's be honest about that, yeah? Your 1 month of coaching to them for, you know, 150 quid or whatever you charge is worth 1,000,000 times more than that 100 quid is to your life overall, okay? And if you go in with that mind frame and it's, you know, really getting to grips with the client, see where they are. Are they ready for this change? Are they ready to make changes? If they're not, they're not. Most people aren't. And this is the thing you're going to have to get to grips with, that when you start an application process and you start pre-qualifying prospects, most people will not be probably ready to come onto your program. That's the reality. You're going to have to expect to be ready. I'm not saying you have to, but be ready to turn more people away than come in. Okay? If your coaching abilities are more advanced and you know a lot more of the psychological side and the the brain patterns and behavior change sort of things, then you'll feel confident taking on people who have a lot worse mindset. But if you haven't learned those things, which most trainers haven't, because you're still getting to grips with the fitness and diet side of things, then you're not going to be able to really work or help those clients, as you've probably found out already. So retention, guys, comes from the start. If you let only the clients in who have shown they're keen to learn, they're keen to make changes, they're keen to stick to a plan, they want to make a long-term change, they're going to stick to the long-term change and they're going to make the changes and they're going to love the process because they're really motivated and they know what they want to do. If you start letting in clients that have no motivation, have no big desires, are not committed, and they've come through cheap deals that you've done, they're probably not going to stay with you. And no amount of taking them out for regular meals, no amount of silly private text messages, no amount of Facebook groups, and sometimes no amount of results is going to make them stay. So this is a big, big myth, guys, okay? Retention. If you're thinking about you need to get more retention in your business, it does not happen on the post-sale side of it. That's 1%. 99% of retention is on the pre-sale side of the interaction. Getting the right people through the door so the right ones stay. All right, guys? So, bear that in mind. Hope you found that helpful. This is Justin from FitPro Lifestyle, and I'll catch you again soon.